Hi everybody, Jo here again. Thanks so much for popping in. Today we're going to create a bit of a sort of spooky design. I'm thinking this is great for men's cards, obviously Halloween, but if you don't celebrate that sort of thing, it might just be somebody, that likes sort of things a bit dark and mysterious. In my day, that was a milk tray man, but I don't know if any of you can remember that. But anyway, if you do, you'll know what I mean. And really, I just wanted to use a couple of the new stamps that are on my desk with lovely, nice, easy design. But I wanted to show you, I've made a card here. Obviously, little bit on my envelope. I do love this. It's so lovely to see so many of you doing envelopes now. But also a tag look, which will go on a trick or treat bag. And the best thing of this is, look, we're going to add this bit of sparkle. Now, let's see if you can see it. Fabulous. So, that's the idea. I've got my cheeky brew here. And my cheeky brew of choice today is a cup of decaf coffee. So that's going to wet my whistle today. And we're going to start with a piece of Multifarious card. And I'm just going to stand this over here. And for those of you lovely that have asked what a cheeky brew and cheeky biscuit is, it's just whatever I'm having while I'm in my craft room while there's just me and Eric. And I just think it sounds lovely if it's cheeky. A bit like me, really. Not lovely, cheeky that is. So we're going to start with these lovely books. And there's two sets of books we've got, and this one's called Wizardry. And I'm going to ink up in my black, my Nocturne. The Versafine Clair, nice permanent ink. So did I tell you it was a 5.5 inch square? Can't remember. I think it must be that age. I don't know about you. Honestly, sometimes I don't even know what day it is. So we're going to pop it sort of in this corner. About there. That's my theory anyway. And we're going to give it a good old press. And this is lovely, this. I loved making, when we have our little coffee breaks together, I love to just come up with a design using what's on my desk. That could be a bit of a thing, couldn't it? We could maybe have a competition and just see, what actually you come up with limited when you have to use what's on your desk. Now, on top of this, we're going to come in with this fella, and it's from the Crow set. And again, use your acetate. I did think of stamping this one, look, but his feet, one's, can you see, sort of in front of the other. So I like this chap because his feet are together. I know it sounds daft, but it's easy when he's stamping with him stood on top of something. And again, I'm going to use the black. Make sure he's got lots of ink on him. You know what I'm like, lots of ink on the block as well. Right, let's just position him. So I want to pop his feet there. There we go. And you know what, it's a silhouette, so I want that ink to soak in well. So it means I can have a little sip of my coffee. No cheeky snack, I'm trying to be good. I was over in Belfast last weekend for a workshop, and oh, ladies, thank you very much, and gentlemen, you know who you are listening to me. And I've got to be honest, the treats we had, beautiful home cooked scones, there was cakes. Oh, and Norma, my lemon and coconut cake, gluten-free, absolutely gorgeous. So I think I ate my way through the whole workshop. Well, to be fair, through the whole weekend. So I think he sits lovely on top of there. And I'm just going to give that a little bit of a blot. Because what we'll do next is I want to add, I'm going to come in with my moon mask, if I can pick it up. I'm just going to turn my work round. And the graphite. And that's the Elements ink. I'm going to use the larger stencil brush. And we're just going to, it's sort of a bit of a moon, a bit of a spotlight. And again, dab off in the lid as always. And I just want to start and sort of create this lovely grey haze. Now, do remember, build this up. Don't be tempted at this point to think, oh, it's taking ages, Jo. I really want to get a move on and, end up spoiling it. it's worth always going back. You can guarantee the time you don't go back on the mask will be the time you have too much ink on your brush and you'll get a line and it'll spoil it. So look at that. I think that's so lovely. But what I want a little bit down here. But like I say, I don't want to come straight on and there be too much. So as always, I'm just going on here and then I'll just come down. And I just want a little bit of that sort of grey hue. A little bit of grey tone. Don't want too much. Yeah. And we'll give that a bit of a wipe. Mr. Inky Binky, pop it to one side. And then just with my midnight blue and a smaller stencil brush look, I can take some off the lid and we'll just add a little bit of shading. And this is a great way to do this. Just catch this bottom bit here. It's sort of, we're grounding the books and adding that shading. It just makes them stand out that bit more. Like that. And so that was the midnight blue. I mean, already, I've got to be honest, for me, I think it looks fabulous. And there are so many different characters you can stand on top of these books. So what I'm going to do now is add this fairy web. And I'm adding it in black, and I almost want it to look like it's in front. The temptation would be to put it sort of in one of the corners or behind everything. But I think it's nice to just bring it in front of the whole design look and just pop it there. Now, I know some of you aren't keen on spiders, so you're all right, don't panic. We're not going to add a spider. We're just going to leave the fairy web as a web look. But what we will do is come in with our wink of Stella and just add that bit of sparkle. You know what spiders' webs are like. They have that lovely bit of sparkle, don't they? Especially in the morning when they lovely dew on them. Again, we went for a walk last Sunday morning and oh, the spiders' webs with that first dew on them. And we'll add a little bit here, just round our menacing bird. He's going to sparkle a bit. Now you can add a bit round the moon as well if you want. And I just think that highlights, now I'm not sure if you'll be able to pick it up, but look at that, it just highlights that lovely, lovely sparkle. So I want to add, now, just some little flicks of something else. Now we could add Posca, and I could just add some of my Elements ink. I could also add some water. But what I'm thinking, to get that extra sparkle, let's come in with some Mica Minerals. And any of them will be fine. Lots of different colours, the iridescent ones. And I'm going to come in with this wonderful tool. You know, the one that you get when you get a certain coffee. And we'll just pop a little bit, look, on our mat there. No point wasting it, we don't want too much. And then I've got my fan brush. Now what I want to do is I want to protect this area. So I'll get my moon mask back and then get my fan brush. Oh, and pick up this look. This is iridescent violet, so it just has a, but there are lots of different ones. And we'll just add some specks. And I think it just gives it that bit of something extra. Now, if you want, you can come in with your paintbrush look, pick some of that up. So if you haven't got our wink of Stella, you could actually use that and paint that on. We'll add a little bit here and a little bit here, and it will give you that look on the spider's web. Now also, if you wanted to have a book of spells, you could add a little bit on the books. So you can paint with that. Now, I'm just going to mop that up. So I'm going to carefully take that off, give that a wipe. And I'm just going to mop up underneath, because obviously I've flicked it everywhere. Now, while that's just drying, one thing I did think was lovely on the tag is how you can almost make an arch look with the spider's webs. So you could almost make yourself an arch where it looks like it's in a Gothic church. So again, you know, get those crafty juices flowing. Now when it comes, well, oh, we've got I bet that's an Eric hair there, you know. So when it comes to the sentiment, all I've done is got my sentiment stickers here, look, and a little bit of the ink, so the midnight blue. And we're going to put cobwebs on this one, but I just want to darken it down a little bit. So we'll just add a bit of that, look. And again, these small brushes are perfect for that. And then we'll just do a quick dry for this. Front and back. So again, dry from the front and always dry from the back as well. But as you can see, we've got that lovely sparkle. And look at that on the cobweb. And it just adds that lovely dimension. And we've got the two. We've got the Wink of Stella sparkle and our lovely Mica Minerals sparkle. So we'll bring in the word cobwebs now. And as always, I'm just going to get my scissors and just have a look. See, on the other one, I put it up there, look, but I'm thinking this one, I just think it looks lovely in that space there. And black fine liner, and I'm just going to go round. You can do a wiggle, you can do a straight line. And there we have it. And I think that really tones in well, just with that ink. So if I just move these out of the way, and like I say, I'm going to make a few of these. I'm thinking they'd be lovely for my trick or treat bags. I know I'm a bit early, but I'm trying to get ahead this year. So there's the one that we've done. Here's our one. And I love the way that the iridescent really shows up. And just for good measure, we'll pop the tag in the middle. So I'm hoping you enjoyed our little catch up. And very naughty of me, didn't ask how you were. So how are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. Got a couple of friends who need an extra hug this week. I can't say who they are, but they know who they are. So girls, honestly, big hugs coming your way. Serious hugs this time. Really big ones. So if any of the rest of you need a hug, I think as a group we can all club together and hug you and send you a hug over the internet. Because do you know what? Sometimes we just need it. Maybe instead of a carrier pigeon, we could send one of these fellas over with a hug for you. What do you think? So if you see one of these zooming towards you, don't panic. It's been sent from me. Oh, that's a thought, isn't it? Right, I'm going to go finish my cheeky brew and then off to walk Eric again. Bless him. He's fast asleep, but he does love it in here. Mind you, he doesn't do much work, does he? Now you take care, and as always, lovely to spend time with you. Have fun, and I'll see you again next week. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.